Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's justreaddvi and I am back with another video. Welcome. Thank you guys so much for coming. I appreciate you guys every time. If you are new here, be sure to subscribe to join the rest of the Just Read fam. We appreciate you. We welcome you with open arms. And if you are a Just Reader, thank you guys so much. I love you guys endlessly. Yes, so happy summer. We are officially in June. I'm so happy and excited. And when I think of summer, when I think of June, I think of the beach. I'm an island girl, so I always on the beach. My family, we were always just on the beach all the time. Like every Saturday, that was beach day. So I love the beach, and I decided to bring the beach to you guys because I don't know how much of you guys have the beach or can go to the beach. Yeah, to travel to the beach, whatever. So I hope you guys enjoy. I have the palm trees, the sand with the shells. I hope you guys enjoy. I don't have any water, but just imagine. So yes, thank you guys for coming. So it's officially summer and I am touching on my summer reads. So I decided to read, well, I'm not sure if you guys saw my unboxing, but I did purchase all of the Jasmine Guillory books as well, with the exception of the latest one, While We Were Dating. That doesn't debut until July. So unfortunately, I haven't read that one yet, but I'm dying to read it. All of her books were just top tier, 5 out of 5 stars. I love, love, love all these books. Like I fell in love with her as an author reading all her books. Like I'm fangirling if you haven't noticed. I just love these books. So let's get into these reviews, shall we? So the first one, as you saw, if you haven't seen my unboxing, definitely be sure to go check that out. But the first one is The Wedding Date. This book was just the cutest thing. Like, let's get into it. So I enjoyed this book from cover to cover, as I did with all of her books. I just love the time that she put into everything, including the coverage. Like, look at the cover of this book. How cute is this? It just makes you, it screams, come read me, which I did. And I hope a lot of you guys did too. If you guys have read this series, let me know your thoughts below. Comment below what book you've read, which one of these, if you've read them, had you smiling from cover to cover, or whatever book you've read or books you've read that had you smiling from beginning to end, because that's how I felt about all of her books. They were just so enchanting. Like I just had to, you couldn't get away. You know, they were page turners. I read them like a day and a half each, and that wasn't easy with my schedule, but it was, man, the last one I got really busy, so I didn't read as fast as I would have, as fast as I read the others. But these books were like, you couldn't put these books down, and whenever you had an opportunity to pick them up, you were picking them up. That's how great these books were. So this one covered Alexa and Drew. This was the beginning. What I like about this series is she took the time to, they're all connected, but it's not the same person in every series. So that was really different and cute too. I was looking for them in part 2, but they were there in spurts, but it wasn't all about them. So I'll get into that in a second. But this one was just amazing. In my likes. The character development, the pace, like I said, it's hard to put these books down because they're just, the pace was just moving so beautifully. The story was well developed, and that's for every one of them. I didn't have any dislikes. My favorite part was when Drew realized that he was head over heels for Alexa and that he had to marry her. That was just so adorable. That's a spoiler. I'm sorry, you guys. But I'm not going to say anything else because I don't want to spoil these books. I want you guys to read all of these books. Would I recommend Have You Heard Me? Of course I would recommend. You would regret not reading these books. That's how I feel. That's how passionate and amazing all of these books were. Like how passionate I feel about all of these books and how amazing they all were. You would regret not reading them. They were just so cute. So that's part 1 down, The Wedding Date. And the next one was The Proposal. How cute. Once again, the cover. You guys take this in. Super duper cute book. So this one now covers Carlos and Nick. And that was Drew's best friend, because remember, Drew was in part 1, Drew's best friend, and then Nick was just somebody new. Another amazing read, page turner, phenomenal story, character development just top tier. You're going to regret not reading these books, how about that? I'm not gonna say my favorite part or least favorite. I don't have any least favorite parts in any of these books, but well, maybe I do, but I'm not gonna say them because I don't want to. That's spoilers, so I'm not gonna do any spoilers. Can everybody read this book? Absolutely, they were all phenomenal, all up there, and I would absolutely recommend this book. Also, it was just steamy. Like this one was more steamy than the first one. Just a cute romantic story. And one thing I liked about with all her books is they were all opposites attracting. They were polar opposite people, not really knowing how it would work. Some books it was stronger in some books than others, but just cute. How can you walk away from a cute love story? I can. So that was part 2. Oh, and let me go over the numbers. So the wedding date was book number 40. The proposal was book number 41. And heading into number 42, which is book 3, the wedding party. You guys, look at this cover. Look at it, then look at the detail in the back, the side, like, oh my gosh. It's just, you just want these books to just even have them on display. How cute are they? So yes, this book was another steamy, flirty read. I just felt deeper in love with her as an author and these books each step of the way. I was like, I think I read page 1 because my husband was like, you buy all these books and you don't need this whole series and you don't even know if she's a good author. You don't even know if these books are any good either. Like, why would you do that? And I was like, look at the covers. I'm going to be fine. And I kid you not, I read page 1 of The Wedding Date and I was like, oh my gosh, this book, I gonna love these books. I gonna love these books. I just knew it. So anyway, so this is about Maddie and Theo. So they were both Alexa's best friends. Well, yeah, they were both her best friends. Theo worked with her, was her best friend, and then Maddie worked with her also. So, well, not worked with her, but that was her best friend also. And it was just so cute because they were trying to resist each other on a serious level because they were both her best friend. They didn't want to do this to her and ruin something big. Not gonna spoil. They didn't want to ruin something big that was happening for Alexa. So they were trying to keep the distance and not make it too serious because then there's that we're not friends anymore, we ain't talking anymore, I don't like you anymore process that happens when, you know, you do the whole friendship benefits thing. And they just didn't want it to be awkward. So they were fighting it hard, but love always prevails. So that's part 3. And next up is book number 43, which is part 4, The Royal Holiday. Once again, take in the cover and all the details, the back, everything. So this was a royal book. Perfect name for the book. Everything just lined up and she just did a beautiful job. I am not being paid to say any of this stuff, you guys. If you guys have read these books, you know that they were great. They were all great. This book, it says, a charming tale of love, a shining jewel worthy of a queen's crown. NPR said that. Boy, was that true. So this book covered Vivian and Malcolm, who are, well, in England. They were in England for this book, and Vivian is Maddie's mom, and Malcolm, once again, a new person. I just love how you see how the second part was Carlos and Nicole, which Carlos was a best friend of Drew. And then this part 2 was, well, part 3 was Maddie and Theo, both best friends of Alexa, and then now Maddie's mom. It all correlate, and it was just really good. Like, I've never read a series like this before. I was looking for the same person in the different books, which you did get a piece of them, but it wasn't like a follow-up of the first book. But how it all, you know, came together, she did a beautiful job with this series. So this one was flirty, steamy as all the others, but this was more mature because they were older people, but the love story was just still so beautiful. So you guys will just find joy in reading all of these books. This one I felt like was a testament to true love. I just really, really, really appreciated it. It was just this grown, mature love. I really, really, really love this book. I like the respect that they had for each other and despite their cultural differences. And I also like the realness of the plot. Like, I love how she took the time to go in and research and really do a good job as far as developing different, differences in culture, and it was just beautiful. She did a thorough job. She really does. So definitely check this out. So if you read one, you can read all. That's just it. So yes, The Royal Holiday Part 4. And so the last but definitely not least is The Party of Two. So this book is book number 44, and this book was amazing. Like all of the others, it just tapped into two. This one really was like extreme as far as opposites attract. This was that. It was like, for a minute there, I was like, oh my gosh, I hope this is gonna work out, because she was tough. So in this one, you see Olivia and Max. So once again, everybody's surrounding Alexa. So Olivia is Alexa's sister, and I was wondering if she was gonna get hooked up, if she was gonna meet her person, and she did. I was so happy. I just love how each book touched a little on the different characters that were coming in the next books, but it didn't really. She didn't dive that deep until it was their book. So you saw the person. You didn't really think much of their looks until their book came along, and you were like, oh wow, okay, so cute. I mean, I know I said that word a lot, but yeah, I said that word a lot, maybe a little too much, but these books were just phenomenal. Like, I just love this one, especially. My likes, dislikes, and then, I don't think I rated, well, I rated all of them at the beginning, but my likes and dislikes, I have no dislikes with these books. She could do no wrong in my eyes. Phenomenal. I like how Max, oh my gosh, that was the cutest thing. So from the beginning of the book, imagine you meet someone and they're interested in you, and they decide a cute way of getting your attention is sending you a cake with a message on it. How cute is that? How romantic. How thoughtful, how sweet, I just love everything about these books. This book was just the icing on the cake coming towards the end too. He was a senator, she was a lawyer. He was way more carefree than her. She was a little more tight and type A, planned everything out, nothing out of the ordinary happening. But I always have this as a track in the sense of you have to have that spontaneity in stuff, and you might be type A and super into planning and focused on all that stuff, and then your spouse is that person that's like, okay, so we're going to the beach today. And you're like, well, I plan on doing this and doing that. It's like, what, sometimes I can let my head on and just go, just move. So it's important that we understand balance and just being different, changing it up sometimes. So what I recommend, as in all of these books, as I previously stated, I hope I did, all of these books are top tier, 5 out of 5 stars, nothing short of it. You will love these books. Definitely go read these books, go get these books if you've read any of them, because that's another cool part. Well, I guess you could read them anyway, but I would suggest reading them in the order that she wrote them. If you haven't, just continue reading. I would definitely read these books over and over again. They're great staples for your library. I'm so excited that I bought them, like the hard copy, and I don't have them on Kindle, because look at them. Look at them. How cute. So yes, you guys, that's another video from me. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know in the comments what island you think I'm from with my accent. I welcome it all. Definitely comment below. Like this video. Subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you guys each and every time. I will see you guys in the next video. And yes, this one will be a couple videos, because I really want to talk about my June reads, my summer reads, my beach reads, all of that. So definitely stay tuned.